In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how I bought 3 cars by the age of 21 in cash and how you can get your first car through the easiest methods. Get a pen and paper out. I'm actually about to drop some crazy sauce for you guys. Make sure you pay attention and make sure you don't skip any part of this video. It is vital that you pay attention and that you take notes. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, before we start the video, guys, I do have a clothing brand we are dropping on the 24th of this month. It is called Coast Apparel. If you guys want to support and cop a piece, definitely hit the link in the description. We're collecting a big SMS list. If you want free stuff, hit the SMS list, put your number, and you might just win a giveaway or something. So definitely enter the drop, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, guys, get your pen and papers out. I'm not going to give you the typical save your money or find a cosigner or dealership tactics. This is not that video. This is actual tips on how you can get your first car. I got 3 of them, and how you could go about making the mistakes and just skip those mistakes and stuff like that. So basically how this video is structured, you can skip if you want, but I definitely don't recommend you do so. I'm going to explain how I got the cars, what cars I got, and then what you can do to skip the mistakes I made and just get straight to getting your first car. So let me get started. So the first car was the one I made the most mistakes on. I got a Honda Accord 2015. Now, I lost this car already. I do not own this car no more. Let's just get that right out the way. It is the biggest failure I've had to date. I went into extreme debt for it, and that was the dealership route. I do not recommend you go through the dealership route for your first car, especially if you're young with no income or a small income. Do not go the dealership route, guys. Completely got scammed by these guys. Like 100% got scammed by all these people. They literally smiled in my face while they gave me a $35,000 note for a 2015 Honda Accord. Basically, I made a boatload of money overnight, and without a license, nothing. I went into a dealership, said I want that one, thinking I was him, thinking I was that guy, and they just completely scammed me. 8 months later, I couldn't keep up with the note no more, couldn't keep up with the insurance, and I had to give the car back. And then I still had to pay the note because that's what I agreed to. Do not go the dealership route. The first car I had was a Honda Accord 2015 Sport. It was probably my best car, but do not go the dealership route. If you do, make sure it's your 3rd or 4th car. Make sure it's a good income you have. And you gotta go during the end of the month. They have like closeout months. If you are gonna go the dealership route, first of all, make sure it's for a nice car. Make sure it's for a Supra. Make sure you're going for a Tesla, a car that costs more than $30,000. Second of all, go during the end of the month because that's when they need to meet their numbers. That's when they need to meet their sales goals. So they're gonna be very lenient on pricing and very lenient on what they're gonna offer you. You pretty much call the price from that point because they need the sale. And then make sure you know your terms like MSRP, APR, interest rates. Make sure you know your terms before heading into a dealership. Their job is to make money off of you. That's their job. Keep that in mind. Now, the second car I got, this is one of my favorite cars. It was a Nissan Altima 2002 V6 intake. Everything. I still currently have the car. Doesn't give me any issues, and I got it in cash. It was the best decision I've ever made. That car is still running, still downstairs. I still whip it every day, and the way I got that car was through something called an auction, a public auction, not a dealer's auction. There's 2 types. Go to the internet. I go to PA for this. Go to the internet, search up public no dealers auction, and it's gonna give you like a list or websites that you can go to like pay $30 a year to go to these auctions and bid on cars. Basically what I did, I went with my boys. We went to this auction. I went to a car that nobody was looking at in a row that was super far from everything. We checked the car. Nothing was wrong with it besides like the brakes, which was like a $120 fix. Saw the car, we bidded on it. It was at $800. I bidded $1,000. The other person bidded $1,100. I bidded $1,200, and I got the car. Yes, guys, I got the car for $1,200. Out the door, $1,700 because you have to put a $500 deposit, which gives you temporary tags and temporary insurance. So it's worth it. You can go home with the car that day. Now, we had an issue with the insurance, so we couldn't go home with it that day, but I picked it up right the next day. We took it home, literally had a car for $1,700 total out the door. This car still runs to this day. I go to the gym with it. I go out of state with it. My whole summer was in that car. And I literally got that car at auction for $1,700. Now, stick around for the video, guys. I'm going to explain the third car, and the sauce comes at the end of the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I am dropping gems later in this video. Do not skip. I got the sauce for you guys. Now let's move on to the third car. So the third car was really a great feeling, man. My income went up a bunch. I literally have an amazing job now. I work at Equinox. You guys know the whole deal if you follow my channel. Literally just watch any other video and you know what I do. But my income went up like 3 tax brackets. I literally was chilling on Facebook Marketplace. I've always wanted this car. I got my Honda Accord back, but it was an Accord Coupe from 2004. I bought a Honda Accord Coupe 2004 EXL with the navigation from the factory, built-in leather seats, seat warmers, coupe with the 2017 sports rims, just like aftermarket put on there. I literally was chilling on Facebook Marketplace, saw this dude selling it for $3,500. I haggled him down online for $2,500. Went to look with two of my most intimidating friends, and literally it was like, all right, the car didn't start up at first because the battery was like low. I was like, all right, that's it. I'm not offering $2,500. Literally, we negotiated, we talked and talked. And I was like, $2,000, and I'm going home with it right now. You give me this car for $2,000 and I will give it to you right now, and I will walk home. I will go home today with it. And the guy was like, okay, sure. And then we did it. I literally got one of my dream cars. It's not a dream car, but like one of my preferred cars for $2,000, guys. Now, that car does have a little bit more issues. I fixed the control arms. I fixed the power steering hose. Now it has an alternator issue. Like, it's a project car, but I do have a sexy Honda Accord Sport. No, not a Sport. Honda Accord Coupe 2004 with the 2017 rims on it. It is just the most beautiful thing ever. Has that Porsche body. Fire, guys. And I got that car through Facebook Marketplace. That app, if you use it correctly, guys, you can get a car for like $700. There's some prices that I see on there that it's like, whoa, $700. All my youngins out there are probably wondering, dang, bro, how'd you get 2K? How'd you get 1,700? How'd you get 30,000? The 30,000 I already explained. I already made a video on that. If you want to see how I made that money on Snapchat, check out my channel. There's a lot of sauce on this channel for those of you who haven't watched. But my saving method, this is the sauce. Get your pen and paper, get your brain ready. I'm about to drop the sauce right now. This literally is how I was able to save up for these cars. Nobody on the planet Earth knows how I did this. None of my friends know. You guys are about to learn too. This is how I was able to save up for these cars with a job that paid like $18 an hour. And then the second car I did buy with like cash. I just had the bread. But especially the Nissan Altima, this is how I saved up for it. I didn't budget. I didn't put my money in a savings account. Oh, $400 every 2 weeks. I bought crypto with it. Literally. I dollar cost averaged Ethereum while it was going down. Once I got to $1,000, Ethereum started to creep up, and it literally just went up like 10%. Like, it was weird. Didn't go up that much. It went up like 10%, and I doubled my money and got 2K from it. Same thing with the Honda, guys. I had the money, but I put it in crypto. I had it to about 1,500, and then I got the bread up a dollar cost average. Search that term up on YouTube. It's pretty much where you're just buying as the price averages, and you just keep buying in until the price goes up, then you start to sell. Very simple strategy, guys. Extremely simple, super beginner strategy. Search up dollar cost average. You'll learn how to dollar cost average. It's not no risky thing. Dollar cost average there, 1,500 bucks. Got it to 4,000. Literally just got it to 4,000. Used that money. 2,000 was on the car. A couple of the thousands was to fix the car. Use crypto as a high yield savings account. Literally use crypto as a way to save your money and buy short-term things with it. Now, you know, I could have done more with that money, but I'm a guy that's into cars. Now I could have that hobby. I used Ethereum, I dollar cost averaged, and then my money doubled every time. Now the next piece of advice, the thing out of all three ways to get the car, dealership, marketplace, or auction, I would probably recommend the auction, because the auction, you can go to a car on a rainy day that's cold, that's not tax season, and you can get a car for 800 bucks, and they'll set up all the papers for you. So it's risk-free. Only thing you gotta worry about is the condition of the car. Make sure the car is actually good, but you can bring a mechanic. I just brought my friends because they knew stuff like that. And I would say the auction is probably the best way to get your first car, because you can go and you can bid on these cars. I've seen people walk out with cars for $500, $600, $700. Some of my friends, they'll go to the auction and get a car for $1,000 flat. Literally, the auction is the key. And if you get a dealer's license, you can get cars at wholesale. That's a whole nother thing over there, but that is pretty much all I did. I invested into crypto, dollar cost averaged until it went up and then sold. And then I went to auctions and I just kind of waited until a good deal came up. Same thing with Facebook Marketplace. I just waited till a good deal came up. Now the first reason, do not get a dealership car. Don't do that until you have the funds and it's a nice car. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. I give out a bunch of sauce. I give out a bunch of free game. If you guys want to know more about me, about my channel, definitely like and subscribe. On our way to 500 subs. We're almost there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.